A win is a win, as they say, right? Well, not so fast. The Eagles squeak one out against the Browns here in Week 6, but what Nick Sirianni did after this game, and more importantly, his response to what he did, shows exactly why the Birds still lack toughness, maturity, and discipline, and we will talk about all of it, but welcome into A to Z Philly. I'm RB. Do me a favor, go down below and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. We'll get into some of the good things that happened today. There definitely were some. However, I am still boiling. Never in my life have I constantly watched a team that can win and still make me feel like it was a moral loss, that can make me feel frustrated. I should not be pissed off like this after an Eagles win. However, Nick Sirianni doesn't help the case. I'm starting to wonder what Nick Sirianni even does. He doesn't call offensive plays. He doesn't call defensive plays. He's supposed to be a vibes guy. He's supposed to be a culture guy. And this is what he does after the Eagles barely escape against the lowly Cleveland Browns, one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life. Deshaun Watson stinks. Kevin Stefanski stinks. They had 25 million guys injured. You barely got a W in front of the best fans in the world. And this is what Nick Sirianni does after the game, as the Eagle fans were chanting, "Fire Nick" at halftime because the team was not playing well, and they just gave up a blocked field goal that turned into a touchdown to tie it at 10. So yeah, the Eagle fans had a right. These people who pay their hard-earned money had a right to be frustrated. And here's Nick Sirianni as the game is winding down. He's pointing to his ear saying, "I can't hear you," to Eagle fans who I guess were maybe heckling or shouting things at halftime. And then let's look at this. He's still jawing. He's jawing at Eagle fans. Are you serious, Nick? Are you serious? No wonder Darius Slay goes on podcasts with Micah Parsons and, guys tweet at halftime, and there's other guys liking posts of the other team strip sacking you. And there's just all this immature bullcrap. It's because your coach acts like a 5-year-old. Do we really think this guy is going to take us to the promised land? Why can't we just win normal? Why can't we just win? Why does there have to be extra things like this that get in the way? It's just annoying, man. I understand talking your talk, right? Earlier in the game, he was talking with one of the corners from the Browns, and they were jawing a little bit. But now you're jawing at the Eagle fans who are just frustrated that this team still has not put together one solid game. Nick Sirianni has to be better. He needs to be a leader. That's really, quite frankly, the only thing he does on his team. And it's just frustrating, man. Now, Nick Sirianni talked after the game, and he shaved his head. I thought, okay, coming in to this game, he's a new man. Coming into this week, he's a new guy on the season. But you did the same exact thing you were doing before the bye week. That's the most frustrating part about this whole entire thing. You finally had a chance early in the season to hit the refresh button, to correct things, to at least give some more juice to this offense, and they did the same exact thing. Nick Sirianni says that he received feedback that the team wanted his outward energy back, celebrating big plays on the sideline. He says several players told him he performs best when he's loose and having fun out there. I don't think that translates to talking smack to your own team's fans, but all right, Nick, he's got a big smile on his face. Well, that smile would have been upside down if the Eagles had played any other team today. The Browns are so piss poor that they could not find a way to win this game. Couple false starts late, and they just made way more mistakes than the Eagles did. But you better be careful, okay? Nick Sirianni on Eagle fans booing the team during the game. Quote, "We thrive when the crowd cheers for us. That's all I'll say. We hear when they boo. We don't necessarily like it. I don't think it's productive for anybody, but when they cheer for us, we love it." Yeah, and these fans give you all the support and more when you're doing well. All we want is for one competent game. Can we just get one game where every unit of this team aligns, where we don't have a blocked field goal, or the offense doesn't come out and go stuttering for 3.5 quarters? This team has not scored in the first quarter yet, all season long. They're the only team to do it in the NFL. And when they use their best weapons, thank the Lord for AJ Brown, when they actually use DeVonta Smith, they can play football. But they don't use their weapons consistently. Jalen Hurts had a great game, and I'll give a shout out to Jalen, okay? Like Brandon Lee Gowan says, Jalen not turning the ball over finally is a positive. Yes, it was, and it helped them win this game. But, you're going to have to get everybody on the same page. And when the fans are pissed that you're hyping this offense up, that they should be a historical offense, and they're playing like JV guys out there, and they can't get any fluidity, people are going to be frustrated, Nick. This is the pressure that comes with being a head coach. And, just to get involved in that it's annoying, man. Nick Sirianni asked about having 0 points in the first quarter through 5 games. Quote, "Y'all are making a big deal about it. We're going to figure it out. We're going to fix it. We know how to score in the past. I get you guys have a job to do. You're going to fixate on one thing, but we got it. We're going to do everything we can to fix it. I don't want it to be in their heads." See, this is the wrong mentality. This is the wrong thing. There's no accountability. I honestly would not be frustrated at this point if they let Nick go. This team needs a spark. They need some life. They need some juice. And Nick Sirianni's pretty much saying, y'all are the ones worried about it. You're making the big deal. It's not us. It's not us. We don't care. Yeah, you should care that your offense can only muster 20 points against a team that's dog crap. You should care, Nick. You should get these guys on the right page. You're the one that they quit on last year, not Eagle fans, not reporters, none of us. You failed last season, and you come back, and you have a bye week. You have a perfect opportunity where you talked everything up. You got a great haircut, and everything should be all golden and shining and great opportunities, and you come out and look even worse. You should have hung 40 on this team today. So yes, we are frustrated that this team is not playing up to their level of talent, because that's the thing. We know they have talent. This team is so freaking talented on the offensive side of the ball, and we don't know if Kellen Moore's calling plays. We don't know if Nick's calling plays. We don't know if Jeff Lurie's calling plays. Whose offense is this? Well, let's talk about that, okay? Nick Sirianni says that he made the 3rd and 1 call where Jalen got sacked before the Eagles field goal that got blocked. So Nick Sirianni did take over. Boom. Confirmed. This is not Kellen Moore's offense. Kellen Moore would actually have Jalen Hurts under center. He has not been under center since week 1, where he was there for a couple of plays. There's more pre-snap motion, but if you're going to override Kellen Moore, then why is he here? And again, you make a terrible play call. Now, again, Saquon Barkley could have got an extra yard, 2nd and 1, tries to get out of bounds with 30 seconds to go before half, 3 timeouts. That's probably not the right thing to do. Then on 3rd and 1, instead of just getting 1 measly yard, setting up a better field goal, or maybe trying to get a touchdown, you go out there and you call for Jalen Hurts to drop back. He gets sacked for 8 yards. Then the field goal gets blocked, which leads to a touchdown. Like, you just continue to cause chaos. It's like putting all the ingredients together and the entire thing blows up. Nick Sirianni should not be making play calls for this team. He also said he made a defensive call that didn't work out instead of Vic Fangio. So he overrode Fangio. Nick Sirianni is the issue. This guy is more of a problem than we thought from a lot of different angles. And I've liked Nick. I've liked his personality. But all the rock, paper, scissors BS, okay, all the flowers crap, that's over with. The honeymoon journey is over with. This team needs to perform and win games. And you're wasting some really, really good talent. Nick Sirianni says the last deep shot in the game where Jalen seals it with a bomb to AJ was a Jalen audible. Jalen called that. Nick Sirianni wouldn't have called that. Jalen Hurts is out there having to improvise. AJ Brown, again, thank the Lord for him, had a touchdown today. And I'm screaming at the television like, every time they send AJ and DeVonta on a crosser route, easy. Both of them can't be stopped. AJ's way too big, way too strong, way too fast. And every time they do it, it works. But they didn't do it for 2 quarters. They had Jalen throwing bombs in the first and second drive for incomplete passes after they try to run up the gut every single time. And they got nobody in a rhythm. So can I even be mad at Jalen at all? Or the coach is not putting these players in the best positions to succeed? Last thing I want to say is that the defense stepped up. I want to shout out to Vic Fangio for finally bringing blitzes. He brought a lot of corner blitzes, a lot of disguises, and this is what he should have been doing every single week. Will it translate against the better team? I don't know. But this is how they need to play. They sacked them 5 times. Deshaun Watson had been hit more than anybody in the NFL. Vic Fangio looked at the tape, saw what worked, and did what he needed to. Cooper DeJean got his first start in the NFL, and he was incredible. He's my defensive star of the day. Forced 2 sacks, didn't allow a single first down, 6 tackles, including a big hit at the end, and he did well in punt returns. Cooper DeJean looks like a player. He is miles better than Avonte Maddox. He needs to continue to be on the field. Moro Ajomo had a couple nice pressures. Josh Sweat finally got in there. Jalen Carter had a sack. Nolan Smith, I thought, played well. He was in there late instead of Bryce Huff. Thought the defensive line showed up and did exactly what we thought they would against a putrid offense in the Browns. And just to cap it off, at one point before they got a third down conversion late in this game, the Browns were 0 for 26 on third down. They have not converted a third down in 3 consecutive weeks until they did in the fourth quarter. That's how bad this team is. And just to bring it full circle, that is the team that you are celebrating beating by a hair. Nick Sirianni, you need to be better. You need to hold these guys accountable. See what they do. Hopefully they can fix these things and try to make things right. But it's going to take a lot of work. Give me your thoughts down below in the comments section. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Also, real quick, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. It is the great BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using our code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to parlays, live bets, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. So sign up today with the bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. Brought to you by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Download the app today. Please gamble responsibly.